Have you ever stopped to wonder where your energy flows? What consumes your days, your thoughts, and your emotions? Too often we scatter our energy outward, chasing distractions, comparing ourselves to others, or trying to meet standards that were never ours to begin with. Today, I urge you to stop. Turn inward. Focus on yourself. The time you see is not infinite. It is a sacred thread woven with intention and purpose. When you waste it on things that do not uplift or inspire, you rob yourself of the chance to create something extraordinary. Your life is not a random sequence of events. It is the mirror of your mind. What you think about, you bring about. If your thoughts are mired in doubt, envy, or aimless chatter, then that is the reality you will experience. Shift your focus inward and ask yourself, what do I want to create? What legacy am I building with this moment? There is a deep power in learning to detach from the noise of the world. It is not your competition, your critics, or the endless scroll of social media that will define your success. It is your ability to listen to your inner voice, that whispering guide within you, that matters most. Mastery begins with choice. Every action you take, every word you speak, every thought you nurture must align with the person you are becoming. When you say no to distractions, you say yes to your highest potential. What you focus on expands. This is a law of life. If you pour your energy into self-discovery, self-improvement, and self-mastery, you will see abundance, clarity, and fulfillment manifest before your eyes. And so I ask you to embrace the gift of solitude. Let the noise of the world fade away. In those quiet moments, you will find the courage to face your dreams, the strength to build them, and the wisdom to protect your time as the sacred resource it is. Focus on yourself. Stop wasting time, for what you build within will one day shine without. All transformation begins within. Your life, your circumstances, and your future are not shaped by what is happening around you, but by what is happening inside you. The outer world is merely a reflection of your inner state. And yet, so many of us spend our lives focused outward on others, on circumstances, on fleeting distractions. The truth is, the power you seek lies in your ability to focus inward, to direct your attention and energy toward the depths of your own mind and spirit. Inner focus is not just a discipline, it is a portal to creation. When you turn your attention inward, you are no longer bound by the limitations of the external world. You begin to see life not as something happening to you, but as something being shaped by you. Every thought you nurture, every belief you hold, and every vision you carry in your heart has the power to shape your reality. This is not wishful thinking, it is the fundamental truth of existence. But focusing inward requires courage. It requires you to confront the chaos that often resides within, the doubts, the fears, and the insecurities you may have tried to ignore. It is easier to blame the outside world for what you lack. It is far more challenging to take full responsibility for your life and to understand that everything you need is already within you. Yet when you embrace this inner work, you tap into a reservoir of power that is limitless. When you focus on yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your dreams, you begin to channel your energy toward what truly matters. You stop wasting time trying to control the uncontrollable or seeking validation from others. Instead, you anchor yourself in your own truth. You start to trust your intuition, that quiet voice within that always knows the way forward, even when the path ahead seems unclear. The mind is a powerful tool, but it is also easily distracted. Without inner focus, your thoughts scatter like leaves in the wind, pulled in 100 directions by the demands of the world. But when you direct your focus inward, you bring your mind into alignment. You create a laser-like concentration that allows you to manifest your goals and desires with precision. This is how mountains are moved and dreams are realized, not through endless effort, but through clear, purposeful intention. To focus inward is to take back your power. It is to understand that no one else is responsible for your happiness, your success, or your fulfillment. Only you have the power to create the life you desire. And that power begins with focus not on the noise around you, but on the infinite possibilities within you. Time is the most precious resource you possess, yet it is also the one most often overlooked, undervalued, and squandered. Unlike material wealth, which can be earned and replenished, or relationships, which can evolve and grow, time moves forward relentlessly, untouched by human will. Each passing second is a moment that will never return, a fragment of your life spent and forever gone. To waste time is not merely to lose it, it is to lose the potential it holds, the dreams it could have built, the opportunities it could have birthed. Every moment carries within it the seeds of creation. Time is sacred because it is the vessel through which all things come into being. The choices you make in each minute, no matter how small they seem, shape the trajectory of your life. Yet many live as if they have an endless supply of it, as if tomorrow is guaranteed, and as if the best opportunities will wait. This illusion is the greatest thief of purpose. It lulls you into a state of complacency, convincing you that you can afford to delay the work of your soul. When you treat time as sacred, you begin to see it differently. You stop filling your days with trivial distractions and meaningless pursuits. You recognize that every second is an opportunity to create, to learn, to grow, to love, and to move closer to the life you envision. You become deliberate with your time, understanding that what you give your attention to is what will flourish in your life. By prioritizing what truly matters, you align your actions with your values and your goals. Wasting time is not just about idleness, it is about spending your precious moments on things that do not serve your higher purpose. It is about the hours lost to worry, the energy spent on grudges, the endless scrolling through screens that leave you feeling empty. These are the silent thieves of your potential, stealing not just time, but the joy and fulfillment that could have been yours. When you see time as sacred, you begin to honor it by living intentionally. You say no to the things that drain you and yes to the things that elevate you. You stop living on autopilot and start making conscious choices. You create routines and habits that nurture your dreams rather than diminish them. You realize that every day is a blank canvas, and how you spend your time is the brushstroke that paints your life's masterpiece. To waste time is to waste life itself. But when you honor time as the sacred resource it is, you open the door to a life of meaning, purpose, and profound fulfillment. Time, after all, is not just about minutes and hours. It is the stage upon which your existence unfolds. To respect it is to respect yourself, your potential, and the infinite possibilities that lie within you. The mind is the cradle of creation, the limitless space where every idea, vision, and dream is born. It is not bound by the constraints of the physical world. Instead, it transcends them, shaping reality through thought and intention. Everything you see in the world around you, every innovation, work of art, or groundbreaking discovery once existed solely as a seed within someone's mind. This is the power of the creative mind to imagine, to conceive, and ultimately, to bring into being that which did not exist before. Your mind is not merely a passive observer of reality, it is an active participant in shaping it. The thoughts you hold, whether fleeting or deliberate, act as signals to the universe, directing energy and influencing outcomes. The creative mind is like fertile soil. What you plant and nurture will grow. When you focus on thoughts of abundance, possibilities, and growth, you cultivate a life that reflects those very qualities. Conversely, thoughts rooted in fear, doubt, or limitation will manifest struggle and stagnation. But creativity requires more than just thought, it requires clarity and intention. A scattered mind cannot create with precision. When your thoughts are fragmented, jumping from one distraction to another, the energy of creation is diluted. True creativity comes from focused attention, from quieting the noise of the world and allowing the deeper currents of inspiration to emerge. It is in stillness that the most profound ideas are born, for the creative mind thrives in an environment of peace and deliberate reflection. To harness the power of the creative mind, you must first believe in its potential. Doubt is the greatest barrier to creativity, for it undermines your ability to trust in the unseen. Creativity often demands stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and daring to envision possibilities that others cannot yet see. This requires faith, not blind optimism, but an unshakable belief in the power of your thoughts and the capacity of your mind to shape your reality. The creative mind also thrives on curiosity and exploration. It asks questions, challenges assumptions, and refuses to accept limits imposed by convention. To create is to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. It is to look at obstacles and find opportunities, to view setbacks not as failures, but as stepping stones toward something greater. This mindset transforms problems into possibilities and dreams into realities. Yet creativity is not a solitary act, it is a dialogue between your inner world and the external one. It is the process of taking what you imagine and translating it into tangible form, whether through words, actions, or art. This requires persistence, for the path from thought to manifestation is rarely linear. There will be moments of doubt, obstacles to overcome, and times when your vision feels out of reach. But the creative mind perseveres, knowing that every step forward is a step closer to realization. Ultimately, the creative mind is a gift, a divine tool that allows you to shape your life and contribute to the world in unique and meaningful ways. It is not reserved for the select few. It is a power inherent in all of us, waiting to be awakened and directed. When you embrace the boundless potential of your creative mind, you open the door to a life of infinite possibilities. You become not just a dreamer, but a creator of your own destiny, painting your life with the colors of imagination and intention. The world is filled with noise, constant, unrelenting noise that pulls your attention in countless directions. It is the chatter of opinions, the hum of distractions, the blaring demands of a society that values busyness over stillness. This external noise surrounds you, seeps into your thoughts, and often convinces you that your worth is tied to the validation and approval of others. To detach from it is not merely an act of rebellion, it is an act of rebellion. It is an act of reclaiming your power, your peace, and your purpose. When you live entangled in external noise, you lose connection with your inner voice, the quiet yet profound guide that always knows your truth. The noise of the world tells you who you should be, what you should want, and how you should live. It drowns out your intuition, leaving you chasing goals that are not truly yours, or conforming to expectations that feel hollow and unfulfilling. To detach is to silence the external clamor and turn your attention inward, where your authentic self resides. Detachment does not mean isolation or ignoring the world, it means discernment. It is about choosing what you allow into your mind and heart. Not every opinion deserves your attention, not every trend warrants your participation, and not every criticism is a reflection of your truth. When you detach, you become the gatekeeper of your focus, allowing in only what aligns with your values and purpose. This detachment begins with awareness. You must first recognize how deeply the external noise influences your thoughts and actions. How often do you compare yourself to others, scrolling through curated snapshots of their lives? How often do you make decisions based on fear of judgment or a need for approval? These patterns, while common, are chains that bind you to the external world, keeping you from fully embracing your unique path. Once you see the influence of external noise, you can begin to reclaim your energy. This requires intentional practices, moments of silence, reflection, and solitude where you disconnect from the world and reconnect with yourself. It may mean stepping away from social media, setting boundaries with people who drain your energy, or saying no to commitments that do not serve your growth. These acts of detachment are not selfish, they are necessary for preserving your well-being and staying aligned with your highest self. Detaching from external noise also means embracing the discomfort of being misunderstood. Not everyone will agree with your choices, and not everyone needs to. When you detach, you release the need to explain or justify your path. You stand firm in your truth, knowing that your worth is not determined by external validation. This is where true freedom lies, in realizing that you do not need the world's approval to live a life that is deeply fulfilling. As you detach, you will find that the noise fades and in its place comes clarity. You begin to hear the whispers of your intuition, the quiet stirrings of your soul that guide you toward what truly matters. You discover that your energy is no longer scattered but focused, no longer reactive but deliberate. In this state of inner alignment, you become a force of creation, able to manifest your desires with precision and purpose. To detach from external noise is to reclaim your sovereignty. It is to step out of the chaos and into the calm, where you can hear your own voice clearly and act from a place of authenticity. In detachment, you find not only peace but power, the power to live on your terms, to pursue your dreams without distraction, and to create a life that reflects the essence of who you truly are. Deliberate living is an art, a conscious and intentional way of navigating life where every action, decision, and thought aligns with your deepest values and purpose. It is the opposite of drifting through life on autopilot, reacting to circumstances without direction or clarity. To live deliberately is to reclaim your agency, to take control of your choices, and to shape your life with intention rather than letting it be shaped by chance. Most people live reactively, responding to the demands of the world without questioning their direction. Days turn into weeks, weeks into years, and they find themselves caught in routines that no longer serve them, chasing goals they never truly chose. Deliberate living requires breaking free from this cycle by asking yourself profound and sometimes uncomfortable questions. What do I truly want? What am I doing with my time? Does this path align with who I am and who I want to become? These questions are the starting point for a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. The art of deliberate living begins with clarity. You cannot live intentionally if you do not know what you stand for or where you are headed. Take time to reflect on your values, your passions, and the vision you hold for your life. Write them down, make them tangible, and let them become the compass that guides your decisions. When you have this clarity, you begin to see that every moment is a choice, and each choice has the power to bring you closer to or further from your desired life. Deliberate living also demands mindfulness. In a world filled with distractions, it is easy to lose focus on what truly matters. Mindfulness allows you to remain present, to fully experience each moment, and to recognize when your actions are misaligned with your intentions. It is about slowing down, pausing before you act, and asking yourself, is this the best use of my time, energy, and attention? This simple practice can transform the way you approach even the smallest tasks, infusing them with purpose and significance. One of the key aspects of deliberate living is the willingness to say no. To live with intention, you must protect your time and energy from things that do not align with your goals. This can be challenging, especially in a culture that equates busyness with success and views rest or simplicity as laziness. But every no to distractions and unimportant commitments is a yes to what truly matters. It is an act of self-respect and a declaration that your life is too valuable to be wasted on the trivial. Deliberate living is also about embracing discomfort and uncertainty. When you live intentionally, you often have to make choices that go against the grain or challenge the status quo. It may mean pursuing a dream that others doubt, walking away from relationships or environments that no longer serve you, or taking risks in pursuit of your vision. These moments require courage and resilience, but they also lead to growth, fulfillment, and a sense of authenticity that cannot be achieved by playing it safe. Furthermore, deliberate living involves cultivating gratitude and presence. When you live with intention, you learn to appreciate the beauty of each moment and the journey itself, rather than constantly striving for a distant future. You recognize that deliberate living is not just about achieving big goals, but also about finding joy and meaning in the small, everyday actions that make up your life. Ultimately, mastering the art of deliberate living is about aligning your outer actions with your inner truth. It is a lifelong practice that requires awareness, discipline, and a commitment to growth. But the rewards are immeasurable, a life filled with purpose, clarity, and the profound satisfaction of knowing that every step you take is a step toward becoming the person you were meant to be. The law of attention is one of the most powerful principles governing the reality you experience. It reveals a simple yet profound truth: where your attention goes, energy flows. Whatever you consistently focus on, whether consciously or unconsciously, expands, grows, and becomes your reality. Attention is not merely observation, it is the act of directing your mental, emotional, and energetic resources toward a particular outcome, idea, or experience. Understanding this law gives you the power to shape your life with precision and purpose. At its core, the law of attention operates on the principle that your mind is a creative force. Your thoughts and focus act as the architects of your reality, laying the foundation for what manifests in your external world. When you give your attention to something, whether it is an aspiration, a fear, or a challenge, you are amplifying its presence and influence in your life. This is why so many people unintentionally perpetuate their struggles by dwelling on problems rather than possibilities. They unconsciously feed the very situations they wish to escape. The key to harnessing the law of attention lies in deliberate focus. You must become aware of where your attention is habitually directed. Do you focus on abundance or lack, on potential or limitation? The mind has a natural tendency to wander, often gravitating toward distractions, worries, or past regrets. Each time this happens, your energy becomes fragmented and your ability to create diminishes. To align with the law of attention, you must train your mind to remain steadfast, directing it toward what you desire rather than what you fear or wish to avoid. This principle requires not only focus but also emotional alignment. Attention infused with emotion becomes magnetic. When you focus on something with passion, belief, and conviction, you draw it into your reality with far greater speed and intensity. This is why it is essential to pair your attention with feelings of gratitude, joy, and confidence in the outcome you seek. Negative emotions such as doubt or frustration can dilute your attention's power, slowing or even obstructing the manifestation process. The law of attention also teaches the importance of discernment. In a world filled with endless stimuli, not everything deserves your focus. Many distractions masquerade as urgent or important, pulling your attention away from your goals and intentions. Social media, incessant news cycles, and the opinions of others are some of the most common thieves of attention. To master this law, you must become the guardian of your focus, consciously choosing what deserves your time and energy. This is not about shutting out the world, but about prioritizing what truly aligns with your higher purpose. Consistency is another cornerstone of this law. Sporadic focus yields sporadic results. To bring your visions into reality, you must repeatedly and unwaveringly direct your attention toward them. This consistency reinforces your intentions, building momentum and creating a ripple effect that eventually materializes in your external world. It is through sustained attention that the seemingly impossible becomes achievable. However, the law of attention also requires balance. While focus is essential, over-attachment can create resistance. When you obsess over an outcome or try to force it into being, you may inadvertently introduce fear, doubt, or impatience into your process. True mastery of this law involves a blend of focused intention and surrendered trust. You must hold your vision with clarity while allowing the natural flow of life to bring it to fruition in its perfect time and way. Ultimately, the law of attention is a reminder of your creative power. It invites you to become an active participant in the unfolding of your life, rather than a passive observer. By deliberately choosing where to direct your focus, you step into the role of creator, shaping your reality with intention and purpose. This is not a fleeting practice, but a lifelong discipline, one that has the power to transform your life into a reflection of your highest aspirations and deepest truths. Self-discovery through solitude is a profound and transformative journey, one that allows you to connect with the deepest layers of your being. In a world that often values constant interaction, activity, and external validation, the act of embracing solitude can feel uncomfortable or even counterintuitive. Yet it is within these quiet moments of being alone with yourself that the greatest revelations occur. Solitude is not loneliness, it is a sacred space where you can listen to the whispers of your soul, free from the noise and expectations of the outside world. When you spend time in solitude, you create a boundary between yourself and the demands of others. This space is essential for introspection, for reflecting on who you are beyond the roles you play, the titles you hold, or the opinions others have of you. Without the influence of external voices, you begin to uncover your authentic desires, fears, and values. You gain clarity about what truly matters to you, not what society or loved ones suggest, but what resonates deeply within your heart. In solitude, you confront your inner world of thoughts, emotions, and memories that often go unnoticed in the busyness of daily life. This confrontation can be challenging, as it may bring unresolved feelings or hidden insecurities to the surface. But it is also a gift, for it is only by facing these aspects of yourself that you can heal, grow, and move forward. Solitude teaches you to sit with discomfort, to accept yourself fully, and to find peace in your own company. Self-discovery through solitude also deepens your relationship with intuition. When you remove distractions and turn inward, you become more attuned to the subtle signals of your inner guidance. Intuition often speaks in quiet, subtle ways through a gut feeling, a sudden insight, or a persistent sense of knowing. In the stillness of solitude, you learn to trust these signals, allowing them to guide your decisions and align you with your true path. Solitude fosters creativity and imagination, providing the mental and emotional space needed for new ideas to emerge. Many of history's greatest thinkers, artists, and innovators have attributed their breakthroughs to periods of intentional solitude. Without the constant input of external stimuli, your mind is free to wander, to connect disparate ideas, and to explore uncharted territories of thought. This creative freedom is not only a source of inspiration, but also a pathway to deeper self-understanding. Through solitude, you also develop self-reliance and resilience. When you learn to find comfort and fulfillment within yourself, you become less dependent on others for your happiness and sense of worth. This independence does not mean shutting people out, rather, it allows you to engage in relationships from a place of wholeness rather than neediness. You discover that you are complete on your own and that external connections are enhancements, not necessities, for your joy and fulfillment. Moreover, solitude helps you realign with your values and purpose. In the quiet moments, you have the opportunity to question whether your current actions and choices reflect the person you truly want to be. You may uncover passions you have neglected or recognize patterns that no longer serve you. Solitude is a mirror, showing you both your light and your shadows, and offering you the chance to grow into the person you are meant to become. Embracing solitude requires intention and practice. It may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you are used to filling your time with activity or seeking external validation. But the rewards are immeasurable. As you spend time alone, you cultivate a sense of inner peace and self-awareness that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. You learn to value your own company and to find joy in the simple act of being present with yourself. Ultimately, self-discovery through solitude is an act of love, a commitment to knowing, understanding, and honoring yourself. It is a journey inward, one that connects you to the core of who you are and allows you to live a life of authenticity, purpose, and fulfillment. In solitude, you are not alone. You are with the most important person in your life, yourself. In solitude lies the gateway to your truest self. It is in those moments of quiet reflection, free from external distractions, that you uncover the depths of your being and begin to understand who you truly are. Through solitude, you connect with your intuition, reignite your creativity, and realign with your purpose. It is a sacred practice of self-love and self-discovery, one that fosters inner strength, peace, and clarity. While the journey inward may feel unfamiliar or even challenging, it is a necessary step toward living a life of authenticity and fulfillment. Solitude does not isolate you, it empowers you, teaching you that everything you seek already exists within you. The answers, the guidance, and the peace you crave are not out in the world. They are waiting to be uncovered within the silence of your soul. As you embrace the practice of solitude, you will discover that being alone is not a void, but a rich and transformative space. It is where your growth begins, your spirit strengthens, and your light shines brightest. In choosing solitude, you choose yourself, and in doing so, you create a life rooted in your deepest truths and highest potential.